Have you ever seen a man suddenly still, utterly captivated by a woman who walks into the room? It's as if your presence has strummed an invisible chord inside him, leaving him both haunted and enchanted. This isn't some fairy tale charm, nor is it about flawless beauty or flirtation. There's a real reason, one rooted in the depths of psychology, why a true feminine queen can leave a lasting mark on a man's soul. Carl Jung, the famous psychologist, spoke of the anima, the inner feminine that every man carries. When a real-life woman embodies qualities that resonate with that anima, something almost mystical happens. In this video, I'll share what I've discovered about this powerful connection and how your own inner strength makes you unforgettable. Hello, my queens. Welcome to the Feminine Queen channel, where we celebrate the journey of every woman who leads with grace, confidence, and authenticity. I know each of you carries a unique, royal energy inside you, and I want to honor that today. You have an elegant wisdom and a calm confidence that the world needs. You are never here by accident. This isn't about trying to impress anyone or seeking approval. It's about recognizing the throne you've always had inside. Together, we'll explore how your deep emotional intelligence and sovereign presence can influence others and yourself in profound ways. Think of this as an intimate conversation about your inner kingdom and the stoic virtues that guide it. You might be surprised to see how stoic ideas of self-mastery and virtue complement the delicate power you already possess. We're going to journey through ideas both psychological and philosophical, grounded in real life and ancient wisdom. I'll show you why you are a feminine queen, tapping into your inner strength and resilience. You'll hear about the subtle ways your authenticity resonates with the people around you, especially with men who unknowingly respond to the pulse of your soul. By the end, you'll understand how embracing your true self and practicing a bit of stoic discipline can make you even more radiant. So, let's dive in, shall we, and uncover the secrets behind the feminine energy that lingers in a man's memory forever. My queens, take a moment to breathe and feel what's shifted. You've welcomed the dragon goddess's wisdom into your soul today, recognizing yourself as a sovereign being with grace and grit. Let that vision settle in. You leading your life with calm determination and compassionate fierceness. You are reclaiming what's yours by birthright. No matter what storms may come, you hold the flame of your inner temple steady. Now you know that your power isn't a myth. It's the very ground you walk on. The journey doesn't end here. Whenever doubt or fear creeps in, remember these truths. Think of the rose blooming in your heart and the dragon-warm fire at your core. Reflect on how you can walk through each day as an integrated regnant, listening deeply, speaking boldly, and resting wisely. You have the tools to rebuild your world from the inside out. Keep coming back to this space, to me, here at Feminine Queen, whenever you need to realign with your strength. This sisterhood is here for you, and so is your ever-present inner wisdom. If this message resonated, show yourself some love and support this channel. Hit subscribe and join our Feminine Queen Circle of Courage. You'll never miss a moment of the wisdom we share. Share this with a queen friend who could use this reminder and light up someone else's flame. I'm here because of you, and I hope these words have given you even a fraction of the power you bring to this community. Remember, my lady, you are a feminine queen. Your elegance, your quiet strength, and your ancient wisdom are your crown. The world may not always see it right away, but it will feel it in every choice you make. Stand tall in your sovereignty. Until next time, keep your flame burning bright and carry on with courage and grace. This is your moment to embody the dragon goddess, and you never walk alone. 1. The sovereign's mirror. Your essence awakens his depths. Imagine yourself standing tall in your quiet confidence. You're not performing or trying to stand out. You're simply being yourself. In that moment, your authentic presence becomes like a living mirror. According to Carl Jung, every man carries an anima, the image of femininity in his unconscious. When you live truthfully from your inner core, you radiate qualities of grace, compassion, and intuition that align with that anima. He doesn't consciously decide to admire you. He feels something deep within his soul. Suddenly he's looking at you, but he's also seeing parts of himself that he rarely acknowledges. He might wonder why he feels so calm or strangely invigorated around you. That's the power of your essence. By being genuine and whole, you unconsciously activate his hidden self. You're not trying to cast a spell, but in truth, your soul's reflection is magnetic. You listen with genuine interest and speak with heartfelt honesty. His gaze lingers not on a pose or a surface charm, but on the sincerity in your eyes. A man senses your depth. He feels seen in your presence. You become the catalyst for his own awakening. And here's where a bit of Stoic wisdom fits in. Stoicism teaches that we cannot control how others feel or act, only how true we stay to ourselves. You focus on being unshaken in your values and emotions, and in doing so, you naturally hold up a mirror to his soul. He recognizes the strength and softness in you that reflects something he's been searching for. In this way, your authenticity is quietly sovereign. It awakens the best in him without any effort. 2. Beyond possession, the regal art of transformative presence. True regal presence has nothing to do with possession or control. Instead, it's the gift of grace. As a feminine queen, you understand that the strongest connections form not when you cling tightly to someone, but when you hold the space for them. You become like a calm sanctuary. A man feels he can remove the armor of pretend strength and just be himself around you. Perhaps you simply offer a patient smile or a gentle hand on his shoulder. You never demand he change or perform for you. In your quiet confidence, you say wordlessly, "I accept you fully as you are." This is powerful medicine. When he is around you, his walls slowly dissolve. He breathes more easily, drops the mask, and even allows himself to feel vulnerable in a way he usually doesn't. You might not be aware of it, but just by being unwaveringly yourself, kind without condition, supportive without clinging, you give him permission to do the same. He knows that in your presence he's free to rest, to explore, to make mistakes, and to heal without fear of judgment. From a Stoic perspective, this attitude of non-possession is pure wisdom. Stoicism says it's foolish to try to control what you cannot, including another person's inner world. You focus on what you can be, a source of acceptance and calm. That is a profound act of leadership. So in truth, your impact lies in how steady you remain, not in how tightly you hold on. You become a beacon of trust, and through that gift, transformation occurs. Not because you forced it, but because you offered a safe place for it to happen. 3. The unshakable core, vulnerability as regal strength. The most unbreakable queens are often the most tender at heart. You have known hurt, you have felt fear, and you have also discovered love and compassion. Over time, these emotions have not shattered you. They have woven together into a rich tapestry of who you are. A feminine queen sees her vulnerability not as a flaw, but as a source of power. Each scar, each tear, each lesson has contributed to your depth. You stand today having faced your shadows, perhaps anxiety, loneliness, or self-doubt, and lovingly reconcile them as parts of your story. This integration gives you an inner balance that others find magnetic. A man senses that you aren't afraid of real emotion. He feels safe sharing his own. You don't collapse into neediness or dramatics. Instead, your open heart feels like an open door, stable yet welcoming. Inside, there is a fortress built from self-awareness. You know yourself deeply, and that knowledge means nothing can easily uproot you. Even when storms rage outside, you hold a center of calm. A Stoic would recognize this as a strength of character. The Stoics taught that true courage comes from facing reality as it is, not the way you wish it were. You live that principle. You feel sorrow without falling apart. You experience anger without lashing out. In fact, you even allow yourself to laugh at the absurdities of life without guilt. By holding every part of yourself gently, you show the world that you can carry anything without breaking. This makes you unforgettable. Vulnerability in your hands is not weakness. It's the quiet anthem of a sovereign woman who stands whole and unshaken. 4. The silent command. Magnetism through effortless being. You don't need to shout to be heard. A feminine queen understands that true magnetism is effortless. Imagine a time when you were most at ease, perhaps reading a book in sunlight or walking by the ocean. In such moments, there is no striving, only a gentle flow of confidence. This is where your deepest power lies. When you align with your inner truth and let go of any pretense, Your energy resonates naturally. You move through the world with an authentic rhythm that's hard to resist. Men often notice this without even realizing it. They feel drawn to the calm certainty you exude, your smooth voice, the ease of your laughter, the directness of your gaze. You don't need elaborate makeup or flashy outfits to command attention. Instead, it's in the little things, the quiet intensity of your attention when you listen, the thoughtful pause you take before speaking, the way you carry yourself, that others sense something rare. You are simply being yourself, fully and unapologetically. And that simplicity hums like a powerful frequency. The Stoics would smile at this effortless being. Stoicism teaches that one should live in harmony with nature, meaning your own nature. When you stop forcing yourself into roles that don't fit, and instead honor your true self, you become aligned with the universe's own order. This harmony creates a subtle force around you. It's a silent command, an unspoken invitation. People lean in to catch the vibe you radiate. You do not chase attention or validation. Your natural light draws others in. Your wisdom and intuition are felt in the space you hold, like a melody that needs no words. And so, you stand, a silent leader, teaching others how to be through simply being. 5. The healing chalice, holding space as sacred alchemy. Your capacity to hold space is nothing short of sacred. Think of yourself as a gentle vessel, a chalice, into which others can pour their fears, hopes, and confessions. When someone you care about is wounded, confused, or tired, your presence offers a kind of healing. Without saying much, you listen deeply. Sometimes you don't even have to speak. You simply let silence do the work. In that silence, true magic happens. A person feels your warmth and knows without a doubt that they are heard and valued. This alone can start to mend things that logic never could. Picture this. A friend of yours stumbles into a tough situation, and you sit with her in the quiet evening. As a man watching you, I can tell you this. When a woman holds another's hand and meets her eyes with utter acceptance, hearts unlock. You create a container where emotions flow instead of breaking. You let someone unravel the messy threads of their life story, and because of you, they feel strong enough to face each knot. In Stoic terms, you embody the ultimate composure. Marcus Aurelius wrote about kindness amidst hardship. Every day you practice it. You face chaos without flinching because you have learned to regulate your own inner world first. When you guide a stormy heart through its pain, you don't lose your center. Instead, you become the still eye in another person's hurricane. This is real strength. By quietly being there, unshaken and understanding, you transform suffering into growth. The alchemy of your empathy, that calm, accepting energy you give freely, brings light to dark places. And remember, my queen, you are the chalice of peace and healing that others sip from when they are parched. All right, my queens, you truly are the heartbeat of this community. Every like, comment, and share from you keeps this journey alive and growing. If this message is resonating with your soul, please make sure to subscribe and ring that bell so you won't miss what's coming next. Share this video with the sisters in your life. Together, we become stronger. I am endlessly grateful for each one of you and the powerful energy you bring here. 6. Reclaiming the crown, the sacred journey. Inward. The crown you wear so gracefully wasn't handed to you by anyone else. You reclaimed it and continue to claim it from within. Society often tries to color the throne in ways that don't fit you, maybe by demanding you suppress your intuition, or by telling you to ignore your inner voice. But deep down, you know that true royalty means listening to yourself, even if it means upsetting the status quo. It means facing those parts of you that others might have called too much. Perhaps your anger, your sadness, your wild creativity, and bringing them to the table as honored guests. This is a path of self-discovery and courage. You challenge the persona that wasn't really you, built to meet expectations, and instead ask, who am I beneath it all? You might meditate, journal, or simply sit in quiet reflection and ask your soul to speak. With each answer, you piece together the real you. It can be scary to dismantle beliefs from childhood or to feel through unspoken longings, yet each revelation, each acceptance, fortifies the very core of your being. You gather your scattered strengths, the rebels of your nature, and invite them back home into a united kingdom. The The Stoics would nod here. They believed in knowing oneself above all. By shedding external labels and focusing on inner virtue, you exercise the only control you truly have, control over your character. You remind yourself daily that what matters most is how you respond to life, not how life responds to you. Reclaiming your crown means you sit on it with humility and grace because you've earned it through honest work on yourself. You're not trying to become more feminine or better at life by some external measure. You're simply honoring the authenticity that was always there. Every step inward, whether gentle or bold, deepens your sovereignty. Remember, this sacred journey back to your essence is where a feminine queen truly comes home to herself. 7. The moon's sovereignty, cyclical power, and unapologetic authenticity. You are not a one-note instrument. You are a moon with many phases. Some days your light shines bright and brilliant. Other days you retreat to rest and gather wisdom in the dark. Embracing these cycles is one of your greatest powers. When you have boundless energy or creativity, you pour it out without guilt. When you need solitude or recovery, you give yourself that space without shame. The feminine queen knows there is no weakness in rest or reflection. You move with the natural tides of your life force. Think about it. In nature, there are seasons, oceans have tides, and even the moon waxes and wanes. Stoicism teaches us to live in agreement with nature, understanding that change is constant. You apply this wisdom by not forcing yourself to be superhuman every day. You honor the fluctuations of your mood, your body, and your passions. One week, you might lead projects with fiery ambition. The next, you might nourish yourself with stillness and personal time. This authenticity feels like electric truth to those around you. It shows them that you are multifaceted and deeply genuine. What does this mean for those who know you? It means they see a woman who is so complete that she doesn't fear showing all parts of herself. You might be fierce and protective one day, and nurturing and soft the next. But each persona is undeniably you. This fluidity becomes your signature. Men and women alike are drawn to someone who is ever-changing yet entirely herself. You're not afraid to be too much or not enough at any phase. In embracing your inner seasons, you demonstrate a stoic ideal. You accept change without complaint, understanding that each phase has its purpose, and in doing so, you radiate a complex, captivating power that is uniquely and unapologetically yours. 8. The Archetype Embodied. When your frequency shifts realities, there is a moment when you stop simply moving through life and begin truly emanating your essence. This happens when your mind, body, and spirit are in harmony, when your values, your actions, and your presence all sing the same note. At that point, you're not just living, you're vibrating at a higher frequency, and everything around you starts to resonate. People can feel this. Men feel it as a subtle warmth or light in your eyes. Women feel it as a quiet strength in your voice. You become a living archetype, the queen in human form, walking the world. In practical terms, this means that every choice you make comes from a place of wholeness. When you laugh, it carries the freedom of self-acceptance. When you listen, it comes from true empathy rather than obligation. When you move, your body does so with the ease of someone comfortable in her own skin. You don't try to will the world to match your vision. Instead, you match yourself to your vision. As this radiant alignment takes hold, others around you begin to shift. Even a man who is not looking for anything profound will feel the pull, the stirring of something in himself. It's as if your being speaks a wordless truth. You can be this whole too. The Stoics would say this is like embodying the highest virtue without preaching it. Your character becomes your message. By living consistently with wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, Stoic virtues, you naturally uplift those nearby. You are not trying to manipulate anyone, but your moral clarity and authenticity produce their own gravity. Men respond to this on a subconscious level. Your very existence challenges them to remember their own capacities for depth and reflection. You become a catalyst for change simply by holding your own center. In short, when the feminine queen within you is fully integrated, your energy literally shifts realities around you. 9. Sacred Union's Threshold. Love as mutual awakening. The ultimate expression of your power isn't found in a one-sided romance. It's in a sacred partnership that lifts both souls. When a feminine queen finds a counterpart ready to meet her depth, something alchemical happens. In the right partnership, your authenticity and wisdom don't make the man feel threatened. They invite him to be his best self. Love, then, isn't about needing to be completed, but about choosing to stand together. Picture this. You are whole on your own, and he is whole on his. When your paths cross, neither of you is looking to fix the other. You are both seeking allies in personal growth. Your genuine care and strength mirror back to him the nobility in himself. It's as if you say without words, "This is the space where we can grow side by side." In this union, your boundaries remain firm yet kind. You support him to heal his wounds without losing sight of your own journey. He feels it on the deepest level that you are not trying to possess or save him, but to inspire him to remember his own inner throne. From a Stoic standpoint, this is a love based on mutual respect and a common quest for virtue. The Stoics believe that true friendship is one of the greatest goods. In a way, you and your partner become friends of the soul. Together, you dare to look inward and confront your shadows, all while encouraging each other with honor. Ego clashes dissolve when both stand aware that they are already complete. Love becomes a sacred agreement. I will honor the king or queen you are becoming, and you will honor mine. In that meeting, you create a bond that is far stronger than mere attraction. It's a shared transformation, where both partners are refined and elevated simply by being present to each other. 10. The eternal resonance. Why you are never forgotten. You leave a lingering impression not by what you say or do, but by how you make others feel. The feminine queen is unforgettable because she touches something timeless within a person. A man you once knew might never call, might never confess, but he will find himself thinking about you. He'll remember that brief conversation under the stars, that genuine smile when he felt at his lowest. What he's really remembering is the echo of wholeness he felt by your side. In your presence, he once glimpsed a reflection of his own highest potential. You didn't chastise him for his flaws. You showed him what it feels like to be seen without judgment. You gave him a sanctuary of acceptance, even if only for a moment. Because of you, he comes to know, even subconsciously, the feeling of being fully known, a feeling he can't easily dismiss.